ᛗᚩᚾᚪᚋᚶ. Oh, it's a nice brew that. That's a new batch of the ancestral spirit that we had at the moot on the solstice. It's a nice brew. Welcome everybody back to a Mona's Dag Post. I am ᛗᚩᚾᚪᚋ᚞ Grimraven. I am ᛗᚩᚾᚪᚋ᚞ᚪᚋ of Woden's Earth, the ancestral hall, and I am at the Oath of ᛗᚩᚾᚪᚋᚪᚋ in ᛗᚩᚾᚪᚋ, the third riding of Yorkshire, or thirding. So it's time to try and get back to normal a little bit. You know, there's a lot of planning goes into the kind of moot what we had when you got people coming up from like the south, all the way up to somewhere like Keighley, which is where the woodland was based, and there's a lot of logistics go into it. So at first it's a bit, when you get the first set of numbers of how many people's coming, and it always dwindles off. But at the end, the important people were there. That's how I view it. And also a big shout out to Stu, our blacksmith. Due to ill health and issues at the moment, he could not drive all the way up. So for the first time, we included Stu in the blot all the way through via video link. And it seemed to work really well. So yeah, we've got to come into modern age a little bit. We've been going to that place a few times now. I'm going to name it. It's called Hainsworth Wood, and when we first went there, it was absolutely fantastic. And now it's bold, it's barren, it's hard ground. There's too many 4x4s allowed on it, so it's not really a camping ground anymore. And all weekend we had people camping without paying when we paid for it exclusively. Kids running about trying to nick us firewood and stuff. And when we get in touch with the guy, oh, I'm at work, I can't do anything about it. You'll just have to ask him for a fiver. Really? He's lost us. We'll never go back there again. And you'd have to make some massive improvements to that site for us to even think about it anyway, because me and Angus both had some falls this weekend, and at the moment I am really struggling now. I think I've fractured my right arm at the top here. I've got no power in it all, I can't lift it. Desperately not wanting to miss work, but it's starting to come up. It's starting to look like I'm going to have no choice but to get it x-rayed. The annoying bit, if it is a clean snap on that part of the arm, all you do is put it in a sling and take painkillers. I could do that anyway, but it's not working at the moment, just resting it. Anyway, that's another story. The weekend was good, but during the blot we had no disturbances at all, so that is the main thing for us, that we got through the blot all right. And the ship burning for Shannon and Mike, which was just, you can't understand unless you're there what something like that feels like, for these people that were part of your life, to be involved in as near to a ship burning as we could get, for people that, because Shannon's been dead now 5.5 years, and Mike 3, time flies. Remember we die, memento mori. And that's what it were all about. But also evolutions and talking. We cut a lot out this time. We did the fire challenge and spent more time just being a group of people together and talking about where we want to go. There's a group of people in this kindred now that have been in it for 5 full years. So it's 5 years of sharing my madness. And so we are now evolving again. It's like the kindred, when people come into our kindred in future, if the hunt is down, we're not going to even look for people anymore. I'm sick of people wasting my time, so I just can't be bothered. If like mention to people once, if they're interested, they'll find us after that. It's up to them, but yeah, it's going to be a minimum of 5 years to be able to join the inner circle, where now that's at least 5 major blots of either a winter or a summer blot to do with the kindred, because we are also going to be having separate blots, separate rituals, We're totally changing our focus now. We start to go even deeper, trying to look even deeper into as ancestors and find as much evidence as we can now of the older gods of England, long before the Norse, the original Saxon gods. And you know, there's more to find, and if nothing else, we're wanderers and searchers, and that's what we're about. At the end of this, I will tag on just a quick little video for you of the new ᚗᚩᚾᚪᛋ᚞ᚪᚷ. I spent all this weekend rearranging all the space within this yacht, because again afterwards I wasn't happy with the amount of space I was dedicating to it as a hearth. I wasn't happy with that. So now basically behind me it's the full length of the wall, and it's kind of 2 foot each side as well, or there's just doors. Yeah, so it's a big space I've got now, and I've got all my gods on there, so I feel better about that. Anyway, I'll add that on for you, like I say, but I'm going to leave it there because I've not picked a particular subject matter for today. I did say I'll get back into it after today, so next week on Mama's Dag we'll jump back into something, yeah, and have a right discussion then. So drink ale. Take care out there, everybody. Make sure you're hydrated in this heat. This heat can kill people, and if you're watching these, I'd rather you keep coming back and watching them and not being suffering somewhere. In Woden's Keep. The flag of old Northumbria, of course. You can see there Shannon and Mike. Slight rearrangement, but still in the same place, with the horse and everyone underneath. Back at this end now, I've got ᚗᚪᚾᚪᛋ᚞ᚪᚷ of Angle back on, got ᚗᚩᚾᚪᚋᚪᚋᚪ, and the Lady Frigg is back on, and the Nornia are also back on now. My drums are hung up. I've been playing them today. You can literally stand there in the middle of the ᚗᚩᚾᚪᚋᚪ and use both drums. Fantastic. And there's my spearhead. I don't use a hammer in here. Hope you like it.